So we've got a Labor government that's delivered a cost of living crisis, a homegrown energy crisis, a crisis in the unconstrained expansion of government, uncontrolled immigration fueling a housing crisis, and all this generating a fiscal crisis with the budget in deep structural deficit and government debt about to top $1 trillion, weakening our country while we live in a threatening strategic environment. And we have a national security crisis with an under-resourced military. What a dire scenario. And the Albanese Labor government won re-election with a swing towards it, delivering a thumping majority. Australia, you're standing in it. Voters got what they wanted, but I don't think they'll like what they've got once it hits them. There's blame enough to go around, of course, and the coalition essentially failed us by not providing a real alternative. Instead of a fiscal consolidation and cost-cutting, they offered more giveaways and deeper deficits for the first couple of years at least. And sure, they had a good plan on energy, but they failed to argue it, failed to make the case, likewise on immigration. As we get ready for the mess about to catch up with us, there's a couple of things worth pointing out. Labor's primary vote is still below 35%, so just over a third of voters. To put that into perspective, it's about 4 percentage points lower than Labor got under Paul Keating in 1996, when Labor was thrashed by John Howard. So that's how major party popularity has plummeted. Labor this time has won a landslide, but not on Labor votes, rather on Greens and other preferences. And the coalition primary vote was only about 2% below them. So Labor's not overwhelmingly popular. There's not a gulf between the two major parties. It's more about the changing dynamic with third parties and preferences, options that are often deceptive and futile, but they still shape the national outcome. And that's where the ongoing counting is delivering plenty of good news, signs that voters are starting to cotton on to the chicanery and extremism of the Greens and the Teals. Remember the Victorian Teal Zoe Daniel? She claimed victory on Saturday night as she fought off Liberal Tim Wilson, the man she beat 3 years ago.
It's been a hard campaign, team. Yeah! But in Goldstein, hope wins. The Liberal Party threw everything at us, guys. Woo. Everything. And we are standing here to celebrate.
Well, this is the hope generation, but hope doesn't win. The reality of the count caught up with the Teal spin today.
Given what the rest of the vote's going, the computer's saying too close. We're saying Tim Wilson will be returned to Parliament. He will be the first Liberal MP to actually so far gain a seat, not from Labor, but from Climate 200 at this election.
How about that? In the nearby seat of Melbourne, the Greens leader, Adam Bandt, is fighting to hang on to his seat. With 2 Greens MPs already defeated, the 2 still standing are being pushed right to the brink.
Normally at 54%, you say, gee, Labor's in the box seat. It's too close. We need more information. It's going to be tight. There's going to be a decent swing against Adam Bandt. The margin's 5.6%. We'll probably know more with some absent vote getting counted tomorrow.
We'll see. Some of us might even cross our fingers. But let's hope the poor showing by the Greens around the country and by the Teals, especially in Melbourne, let's hope this is a repudiation of the way they've demonised Israel and failed to stand up strongly enough against the wave of anti-Semitism in this country. The Teals signed a letter calling on the Albanese government to send tens of millions of dollars to the UN's Gaza Aid Agency, even after it was revealed some UN staff had joined Hamas terrorist atrocities. And as for the Greens, well, you know their shtick.
It's up to governments around the world to stand up when there are breaches of international law, when a genocide is unfolding, when war crimes are taking place, and say, enough is enough, we're going to do something about it. It's only going to be international pressure from governments like Australia that see an end to this slaughter.
Yeah, maybe the Teals and the Greens were too extreme on Israel, even for Green left voters. Although some on the loopy left seem to be in despair. Listen to this podcaster.
It's not looking good and I feel sick. If Adam Bant loses... I didn't expect... The high has worn off, guys. The high has worn off. The joy has worn off. Now I want to cry out of sadness. Cool.
I'm certain somebody's sharing her pain. There were still others in denial.
A lot of people have been commenting on my other videos saying that they're very disappointed that the Greens lost a whole bunch of seats, especially in Brisbane and key areas. I want to make it quite apparent that us in the Greens, we actually are calling this a victory for us.
I'm seeing so many insane headlines like Greens crash out and like dismal results for Greens. And step back, look at the big picture. Oh my God, even just with the Senate, like we have come so far.
The Greens just called defeat victory. That's in keeping with their position on most issues, just to reverse the facts. I hope they all get some help soon. But it goes to show, no matter how worried you are about the election result and how concerned you are about where the country's heading, if Greens supporters are feeling like that, something must be going right.